Wanda, off to the garbage for you.
I'm not garbage.
We'll agree to disagree, love. What's this? A lunchbox? Ha! A living lunchbox! Monster! I'm gonna tell the mayor!
Well, we're here. Let's see where here is, Dicey.
Even had a feeling, call it a hint, that her new friend Dicey would be able to open that door for her. All it would take would be a roll or two. And that feeling was correct.
Look, it's that ghost again.
Yes, I was just going to say that. But what did it want?
Did you hear? The new moon is finished. When it comes to the new moon, I'm of two minds. And they both love it.
Tayoga, bunta gate. Gusto ba ko? Buntas de ya.
Good morning, world! It's a beautiful day, my favorite kind.
Any second now. Oh, curse it too. Though I suppose you can't have the sweet without the sour. Attention to town. Now hear this.
The Queen is rolled or two. I repeat, the Queen is rolled or two.
Her will is now manifest. Long may she reign. Random rules.
Oh, a two! What a delightful...
Way to make a perfectly awful day even worse. Another dreary day, everyone. Just muddle through this horrid life until death finally claims us.
Shut up!
You don't belong here.
Oh, hey! I've got cards to trade. Cards, cards, I got cards here, the greatest cards in the land, from my body to your hands. The very same. Why, I've got the best cards in all of Two Town, only for the most discerning of customers. Oh, I can tell you've got an eye for cards. Always terrific to meet another connoisseur. Manny Dex, at your service. Naturally! You know, I've often been heard to remark that life is like cards. It's not so much the cards you've got, but how you play them, yeah? Plus, life is also small, cheap, and random, and yet utterly enchanting. All like cards, isn't it? Now listen, since you're a fellow connoisseur, and since business is slow, I'm gonna do you a solid, mate. Old Manny Dex is gonna give you a lovely binder to hold your cards in. On the house. We'll just need to teach you how to use it. Now then, what with that shiny new binder with all those blank pages in it, you're probably in the market for some new cards, eh? Well, good news! It just so happens I've got the greatest cards in the land from my body to your hands, ha-ha! And at the best prices too. Oi, Manny Dex here, card enthusiast and living store.
Even was beginning to learn a lot about this new part of random, but not, unfortunately, how to escape it. The door was locked. Perhaps someone nearby was in possession of a key.
Have you seen the Upside Down Town? I'm building it. The flipped city in the sky. You can't miss it. It's not just me, of course. Lots of construction jobs up there. That whole site was designed by Her Royal Highness, the Queen. It's the ultimate expression of Two-Town. Name's Smokey, by the way. That's it. That's exactly it. Everything must have its other half. It's only natural. Some call the Upside Down Town a mere distraction, a minor obsession of the Queen designed simply to keep us all busy. You know what those people are called? That's it. The Queen is amazing. Her ideas are amazing. The new city reflects that. It's the ultimate expression of Two-Town, what it was always meant to be. Two cities in one. Now, I'm sorry. I'm on break now, and Smokey only gets a little time for himself, don't he? So you'll have...
It was the Queen's Royal Robot Guards. She had to think fast. She had to roll the dice.
kid? You want crispy treats? Kids love crispy treats.
I got super juice here.
Here's the boy, eh? Boy by dang it.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked by robots!
I got a 50% off sale. That's twice as cheap as normal. My stock is twice as good as the competition. They've recently made their stock twice as good. So, mine is twice as good.
Shrug! Get your fresh shrug straight out of the
The
tin!
heart of Two Town was even greater and bigger and scarier than in the most outlandish stories she'd heard the Junkers tell in one croft.
Words for sale. Who wants to buy a word? Here.
Hello! Can I interest you in a potion? Wait a minute. I don't know you. I only sell potions to my regular customers. I don't give out my art willy-nilly. You're not from around here, are you? You must feel lost. It would be logical to give her a summary of the town that she finds herself in. I was getting to that. Jeez. It would be logical of me to give you a summary of the town you find yourself in. As you may have noticed, we're big into duality here, even though it has its not unsubstantial downsides. By the card makers, I'm speaking, Jorid! Split personality, though ours is more unfortunate than most. Jared and I don't agree on very much these days. Ah, a keen question suggesting a logical mind. Everyone in Two Town is split, but it's not always the same way. I am fated to always be battling my other half, but even on my worst days, I know that it's fair. We battle it out and it's a great system. As you can see, Jorid and I are in conflict a lot. We want different things in business, in life, in love. In that some of us don't want love because it's an illogical distraction. And some of us want to get mad kissy. Also, we are at loggerheads over the direction of our business. But not for long. I am working on a potion to decide this once and for all. Yes, a potion to decide who is in charge. Whoever drinks it will be the leader once and for all, regardless of what the dice say. Which will be me. You misspoke, as anyone could clearly see that I am intended to be the one in charge. If you simply reason it out, you'll see that, you know what? I have had it with your condescending and your precious logic. An emotional and frankly embarrassing response, dare I say, cringe-worthy? You two enjoy talking. I'm out of here. La 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 la, can't hear you. La 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 la, can't hear you. Ah, we have a few moments of privacy. There is one thing. That potion I mentioned. I need ingredients to finish it. And I'm afraid time is of some matter because my partner is working on a similar potion. One that will lock me out for good. It's logical, therefore, that I finish my potion first. So, if you'd be so kind as to find what I need before that happens, I would appreciate it. I can barely hear you with these fingers in my ears, but that sounded like a yes? Excellent. I require 3 bloobs. Unremarkable organisms distinguished by their loud screams. Listen for their sounds, and you'll find them. And don't worry about harvesting them for my experiments. My research indicates that it is actually quite ethical and logical for me to do this. I assure you it makes no difference to them. They loathe their existence all the same. All I require is that you find 3 bloobs for me, and I'll have all that I need. Oh, and there's a mighty reward in it for you. In conclusion, what I've said is highly intriguing, and if I were you, I'd go find those bloobs. Promptly. Farewell, kind stranger.
He's gone, yeah? Perfect! Listen, before you go, that potion that we're working on, I need ingredients first to finish it. Because as soon as he gets control again, my partner is going to invent a potion to lock me out for good! There's no stopping him. It's logical. So, if you'd be so kind as to find what I need before that happens, I'd be much obliged. Perfect! Oh, perfect! Okay, I'll need 3 bloobs, same as him, but you need to give them to me. Oh, and there's a reward in it for you. I know, it's so intriguing. If I were you, I'd go find those ingredients to discover what it is.
Behold, the door to Three Town. Alas, the door was sealed shut, and only a roll of a 3 would open it. But Even's friend was 1 dot short. He could only roll a 1 and a 2, and Even would have to find a way to upgrade him.
Strange. What's up with these little guys? Well, I wonder if they could fix you.
Roll your dice and defeat all enemies. It's that simple.
Seemed as though Dicey was affecting that giant board game.
A slow time bubble has appeared. Treasure to the board game. A bubble that slows time has appeared.
A dice? Child, yes, you. Come close. You, child. I believe we can be useful to each other. No, nor I you, but the threads of fate weave strange fabrics indeed. You see, I've noticed that you have a dice with you. Right, a good act, child. You'll need your wits to survive what's coming, I'd wager. So, let's say, hypothetically, you have a dice, which of course you don't, which means you, hypothetically, have experience in their identification and true nature. I've heard tell of a dice circulating Cellar Street. Of course, it's been so long since a true dice has been here. People don't entirely recognize it for what it is. And if these rumors were true, well, I dare say you could be the one to find it. Folks dimly sense it has value. They treat it as something rare and unique, say a fossil, not knowing its true value, its true nature. I believe someone like yourself could trade for it, or at the very least, trade up to it. Hypothetically, of course, and if you did hypothetically succeed in possessing such a dice, well, I'd be interested, and I'd make it worth your while indeed. I've heard stories around Cellar Street. There's all sorts of strange items for trade there. And if you can't find it directly, you could trade until you do. I've told you all I can. Except that I've heard whispers that someone is buying words, and someone else is selling them. And that would be where I'd start. Make yourself useful, child. Trade and trade until, before you know it, you've got your hands on one of those dangerous, awful, deadly dice. And then you give it to me, and I will take care of it.
All this tunus reminds me of Odd. I promise you, sister, I am coming for you.
As she looked up, Even began to realize that Two Town's name was easily twice as literal as she'd suspected. They seemed to be constructing a second town.
I've had enough of this job. Ouch. Okay. All right. Huh? Oh, a dice? Where did you come from, little one?
Let him go! That's right. You better smarten up and look where you're going, or I...
Well, you're very angry for someone so small.
I'm not small. You're a big clumsy giant who goes around sitting on my friends.
Again, I apologize. It was an accident.
All right, apology accepted. Look, I'm trying to find my sister, and I've got to get through that big old door.
Name's Seemore. Haven't seen your sister, though. Thing is, I don't see too much of anything these days, and not since the nanny confiscated most of my eyes. 2 of them for Two Town, she said. Oh, not like that. Nanny Fortuna. old lady, right hand of the queen. She is as mean as she is old. Anyway, once she gave my eyes to the mayor, they disappeared. I haven't heard any news about them since. So, it seems like we both have a reason not to like her. The Civil War and Threedom, tried to desert it and got sentenced for treason. I wasn't doing any good there anyway. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But enough about that. What's up with this? Dice! I haven't seen a real one in years. I see you're missing a couple of pips, little one, if you're gonna go anywhere. You are new, aren't you? Door to Three Town's forever locked. Keeps the district separate by order of the Queen. You'd need to roll a 3 to open it, and since nobody has a dice anymore, well, they stay closed. But your little friend's so close to 3. I could fix you, but I can't. Not unless I get my missing eyes back. Oh, if only a brave dice wielder would find it in her heart of glory to begin a quest to find and return my eyes. Absolutely! I'm certain the nanny passed my eyes on to the mayor. Of course, if she'd given them to the right mayor, getting them back would be easy, but she gave them to that upside-down one. Ugh, what a nightmare. Oh, that's a good one. Listen, even if things were that easy, do you think we'd all be here? Heck no! We'd all be in Six Town, living the high life, relaxing by whatever it is that Six Towners relax by. A pool of gold, probably. Sadly, it's not that easy, even. Especially not since that nanny has given my eyes to that nightmare of a mayor. So, yeah, find my eyes, and I can definitely help you. So, you'll help out old Seemore? Thank you. Be careful with that two-faced mayor. Okay, if you need me, I'll be over at the town square, near the door to Threedom.
Even decided that she felt a kinship with this sad, large monster. He'd been hurt by the same people who took her sister. She had the sense she was the only one who could help him. And she had the sense Seemore could end up helping her too.
Low down there. Well met, even. I am the mayor. Well, one of them, at least.
At last, Even had arrived at the mayor of Two Town, the administrator of this land, and the alleged thief of Seemore's eyes. Or at least, Even had arrived at his lower extremities.
What brings you to my office today, Even? You're trying to blind your mister with your swollen thighs? Mine a twister for some colon guys? Grind your... why don't you take the elevator and step into my office, Even? It'll be easier to talk.
It's so beautiful, the upside down town.
Yes, hello. Step into my office, such as it is. Don't mind the thing sticking out of my hat. He's... How best to explain this? I had a lot on my mind about this upside downtown project. It was starting to get out of hand, and then one day he was just there.
I've always been here.
Right. We'd better keep our voices down even, if we are to keep this conversation away from his ears. I'm sure you noticed the changes here even. Our personalities becoming personified now. That's what Royam is. He's growing out of my hat, and I don't know how to stop him. I don't know how to fix this town even, and I don't know why I'm telling you this. Oh, I suppose you just have a face one can trust. In any case, what brings you to the mayor today? What's that, little girl? You want to know how our first-past-the-post democratic system works? Why, I'd be happy to explain it in tremendous detail beginning now. Okay, I think that warded him off. That thing growing out of my hat has a name. Royam. What? Oh, I never thought of that. Anyway, Royam is my opposite side. He's much more, self-assured than I am, which normally would be great, but the things he's doing, I don't know if I can support them. Well, for starters, he's wasting precious time and people on this upside-down project. Secondly, he is bat-dung mad as a hatter, and he freaks me out personally. He's my opposite, but at the end of the day, that's the grand thing about Two Town, isn't it? Everyone's got the other half. It's just like breathing to us. Mostly like breathing. I'm afraid not even. Despite my title, I'm in no position to help you. But... well, if you dared, you could try talking to Royam directly. I shouldn't even be mentioning his name. But, well, you need my help, and this is all I can do. I suspect he knows more than he lets on. I'm lowering an elevator for you even. It's your choice. And... good luck.
Greetings, my name is Royam, and I'm in charge. You know I'm the boss because I'm so... I was about to say that. That's my rhyme. You're very rude to point out my struggle. As mayor, I've got lots of priorities to... Stop interrupting me, I almost had it! Ah! Him, the mayor? Don't make me laugh. He's less than the smallest member of my... Yes, I was about to say that. You have met but an idiotic fool. I'm surprised he's not covered in his own... Look, you've broken my flow and made me stop rhyming. I'm busy with the construction of my masterpiece, my legacy, my gift to random of that wondrous second moon, and you're interrupting me? What do you want? Why should I deal with you? I am the designer, builder, overseer of the new town. The better one. Much better than the one that idiot mayor oversees. You want your friend's eyes back, don't you? Good. Very good. There's something you need to know. Here's how this is going to go. There, you see? My rhymes are getting better. I'm struggling with my poem about the moon, and I'd like to have it done real quickly. You know what? That gives me a thought. I'll give you the eyes, but you'll have to do... yes, that's it precisely. Just teach me how to rhyme. In a nice manner. Here's my offer, take it or leave. Bring me a perfect poem about the moon and I'll grant you Seemore's eyes. Ah, you are good. Yes, that's the deal we have struck. Go find rhymes and I wish you... I'll think of it eventually. Get to it before I change my mind. It's only temporarily that our interests are parallel to each other. Farewell, young stranger, and let me give you some advice well earned. Stay out of my way and you won't get cooked. I was about to say that.
It was a mad quest for an insane, upside-down mayor. But it was all even had to go on. There were some particular propaganda posters hanging on the walls. Perhaps those could be of inspiration.
Going according to plan. I truly am Toontown's greatest.
Been dealt a bad hand, have you? No, never mind. Trade it in for a new one with me, old Manny Dix.
Grandma's grace! I was pinned down by those vile machines, but now they're scrap. So thank you. The name's Big Red. Even, huh? Well, you're Big Even to me now. Big's an honorific, you know. Big Red and Big Even. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, kid. What brings you up here to this horrible place, Big Even? I wish I could help. Sorry, kid, but I got a life here. A precious little life, but it's mine. And now that I can move freely again, I think I'm gonna head back down to Two Town. See, I have this brother, named Little Joe. Oh, you'd remember. Looks just like me, only he's a jerk. I got sent here instead. He made some sort of deal. Little Joe tricked me, his own twin sister. So now he's down there, and I'm stuck up here, and I hate every minute of it. I've had better times, yeah. Now I just want to go home. And now I can! Thank you! You've really made a difference in my life, Big Even. Oh, please, take this. It's my way of saying thanks. I'm finally free!
They said it wasn't possible. They said it was a lie. Meet Miss Mystique from Papo's Wild Circus, the woman with 3 personalities. Miss? I could use that word.
Build my city in the sky. Go on, don't be shy. We need a new city that's way up at a significant height.
A good night's sleep is every evening's prize. Sleep twice as well when you wear sleeping eyes. Sleeping eyes? Yeah, I like the sound of that.
My workers are building at a terrific rate. If you ask me, I think that's great. It's nice to see them finally pulling their...
Hey, Master's Beard, what are you doing up here,
metaphorically?
kid? What are you doing here? This is an active construction site. We have work to do here, kid. It doesn't matter what your name is. You can't be here, kid. Look, we're all under a tight schedule here. I can't stop work just to escort you home. So, if you promise not to die or otherwise interfere with our work here, I'll answer some questions for you, okay? But by the card makers, we can't have kids wandering around an active work site. Come on, get going, before my other side pitches in on what to do about you.
Construction is on schedule. Of course it is. I'm the best there is in this construction line of employment.
Listen to Crooner Hairy Harry's new double-length record, inspired by the new moon of Two Town. It's twice as good as his last album. Croon. That's a nice poetic word. A feast for the senses, a balm for the body, a spiritual bouquet? You simply have to try Crazy Cryptid's Chopped Cheese Blue. Now half price every second Tuesday. Huh. Spiritual bouquet. It's a nice turn of phrase.
There. Even had all the material she needed to face Royam in a battle of rhymes. But did she have the skill? Well, there was only one way to find out. She wasn't sure if she was ready, but on the other hand, she wasn't at all certain she'd ever be. So she did the only thing she could. She went for it.
This is it, even. It all comes down to this. If you come at me with a moon poem, you'd better not. Perfect, yes. Let us begin. We shall pluck the wings from painted butterflies to fan the moonbeams from 2 towns. Yes. Ooh, I like that very much. Let's proceed. And we shall be made minions of the moon, who look forward to everything the mayor doth. Yes! There's no rule that says a poem can't talk up the poet some. Well done. Now, last verse. And we shall always swear by the 2 moons, for they change each day. The upside down town is the only place that offers such a... such perfect rhymes. For a perfect moon. I think I have it, yes. Well done, little poet. You have earned yourself quite a boon. Oh, I am constantly growing, building my body to become a real being. Poetry, on the other hand, this is what will truly separate me from my shallow other side. Oh, but of course, I promise you I will dig into that matter. Meanwhile, I want to give you something else. The highest honor in this land. I grant you access to the second moon's staging grounds. Few have ever had the good fortune to tread on that hallowed ground. Go there, admire it, and then I will give you what you seek.